at Mints, and that's all going to be under Gorilla Music.
Oh, that's dope. Okay, yeah, that's a win, man. That's
Yeah.
actually much better. But I mean, a Mizzo set would be dope anyway. Not to belittle a Mizzo set, you know.
Oh no, it's all love. I'm gonna do the Mizzle set, but I want to see like this is what we do. We bring everyone on,
Yeah, and you
so it's
know,
like we might as well show them like the one New Year's party we did, the Gorilla Music stage. I hardly performed. It was mostly people we brought, So that's the way to do it. But yo, I'd say we get started, yo. What do you feel?
yep. I'm gonna. I didn't do my retweet yet. I'm gonna do my retweet real quick. So I'll let you
Okay.
run, and I'll be just typing in the quiet for a sec.
All right, sounds good. Well, everyone here already knows what it is, so I don't have to say it. It's not being recorded, but I know Hype Cartel, you know somewhat of what we do because I built with y'all for a little bit. But again, if someone is spying as a ghost, then we are rap heads. We represent hip hop culture and social impact under one roof. That roof is powered by Web3 technology, and we got our windows open and our doors open, and we're inviting all of our people in. You know what I mean? We're making sure we move all the dirt out the way, we move all the barriers out of the way so they have a clean entry into this house of hip hop and social impact. Rap heads, we have a PFP dropping Q1. I know what that was. Tried to make it mad like epic. Transformer style. So I don't know. That's what we do. We just worked on a mixtape. The mixtape's basically done. We're about to get our stems together and get the mixtape mixed. We're working on a lead single visual to promote the mixtape. And when we got that out, it'll be an easy and more fun way to get the mixtape out there. This mixtape is one of many, and it is one that was completely created by the community. Where it was like the community put beats in, the community dropped ideas, majority, we took the majority's vote on everything and we ran with it. And I'm mad excited still. That's why I hope everyone comes soon later.
Absolutely, man. I mean, they be hanging on your sound effects, man. It was actually sent me to a little Star Wars place, but I was trying to retweet my bad.
Hire me. Anyone wants to hire me. But yo, Hype, I'm sorry we're not recording this. I wish we were. Maybe in the future we could do something where we just hang out again and we have better promo on it. But for now, since I know what Hype Cartel is, I haven't really broken it down to the rest of the team here. So if you can explain what Hype Cartel is and what y'all do, it would be amazing.
Of course, and no worries on no recording. Honestly, I'm. By the way, I'm Mika. Hey everyone. I'm one of the community activators from the community activating team, also known as the Hype Cats. And yeah, I'm usually the one that makes the spaces, and I always forget to put the recording button, and I want to it stresses me out so much. So no worries about that. And what we're doing at Hype. So we're a community of Web3 people who are obsessed with social impact in any and all areas that may be of interest. And we're an invite-only community, but we're building a community in a very cool way to make sure that each and every one of the members is someone that we trust and we know that are aligned with the vision. So at first we were sending out the invites, and we got to 133 OGs. That was our first goal, and we got there, and now those OGs are inviting the people that they like to share the community with. And yeah, it's been really exciting. I've gotten to meet really incredible people through it. And one of the most exciting things that we're doing right now is we're organizing our very first initiative as a community. So we're deciding on what area of social impact we want to tackle first. But pretty soon we're gonna be having we're testing an app right now that is gonna be a social impact social network, so that every one of the members can participate in their own initiatives. So it's very 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 exciting.
Okay, yeah, dope. And what I really liked about when we were speaking first about participating with Hype was the social impact part. I like the fact that it's a bunch of different project leads. I already met some cool people just from that first meeting. that I've been connected with since. But I think it's awesome that you guys are dealing with a lot of like social impact stuff. So, are you working on connecting with different community members and focusing on one initiative at a time right now, or are you like building your own initiatives as a community and getting your whole ecosystem to stand behind it?
Thank you. So first, right now, we are creating our first initiative as a community. We just sent out a survey to all of our OGs to see what areas of social impact everyone is more interested in, and now we're collecting the data. And once we have that, we're gonna organize it as a community. But whenever there's a project from one of our OGs that we can contribute with, that's centered on social impact, we do want to contribute in whatever way we can.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. And the project was launched this year, right?
It was, yes. It was launched this year. It's been, I wasn't in it at the beginning. At first, it was the other Hype Cats, Marian and Valen and Nadim, who was our founder. And then I got invited to to be the interviewer and now officially spokesperson. So I'm very happy. And quite recently we also invited Nela, which is the most recent Hype Cat. Oh, hey Titus, so nice to see you here. And yeah, it's been really exciting. And we're not going to be minting until we get to a couple thousand members. Like I said, we want to make sure that, because the holders are going to be the people in Hype, and we want to make sure that they're people that we trust and we know where their values are aligned.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense to me. And for other artists who want to get involved, what would be the process for them to be involved? Like, what does it look like? Because I know when I got involved in the beginning, I came to an onboarding call, right? I believe that's
yes.
Yeah, and it was cool. Met some people. It was a little introduction. But to be honest, I don't know where to go from there. I really like what y'all are about, and this actually might be a great time. Might as well ask that in public. I don't know where to go from there. What other steps do I take to, I guess, you know what I mean, to harness the power of this collective? What do I do?
Love that, and thank you for that question. So whoever wants to join us, is interested, or wants to just learn more or even talk, our DMs are open and you can chat with me. You feel free to reach out. And once you reach out, we usually have like an interview with me where I tell you a bit about Hype. And after that, we invite you to our welcoming party, which is a group meeting we have with the other OGs where we introduce new members. You get to know some of the other OGs. And we do ask for, the only thing that we ask of our OGs is for engagement, participation. So we invite you every week to different events, whether that's spaces or group meetings, or even just giving feedback on departments. Like we have a social impact department, and we count that on 60 minutes a week. So that's something that we do to make the community, to be able to get everyone to know each other and connect as fellow humans, because that is something that might be missing sometimes in the spaces. So we try to do the meetings over Zoom with our cameras on, and then once you're participating in one of the meetings, we invite you to our Twitter community and our Discord, where you get to see all the other events or activities. Again, see the departments where you can participate. You can be as engaged as you want to be. We encourage our OGs to take as much leadership as they want. We've got Titus here, who is one of the most engaged OGs, and he always participates in everything. He gives feedback. So yeah, like I said, we encourage you to participate as much as you want.
Okay, sounds good. Yo, Rax, Al, what up? XT Czar, yes. Titus, I didn't get to say what up to you. Hope I'm saying it right. For one love, thank you for being here. Dragon, you got any follow-up?
Yeah, I'm just trying to kind of let it go for a minute, but I'm really like impressed by the community, and I'm excited. congratulations on being elected as the spokesperson of the Voice. That's a big deal. That's really special, actually. Um, Honestly, you guys have done such a great job explaining it. I didn't have any questions, and that's not normal for me. That's funny, but I'm excited to learn more.
Yeah, I guess I was asking the questions too because it was like, when I got involved in the beginning, it's like, yes, I was excited for it, but the deeper you get into building your projects in the space with especially with no funding, you're in there. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's hard for me to keep up with my own Discord. Like, you know what I mean? My own community's like, yo, Miz, you got to be more active in Discord. I'm like, oh yeah, I do have a Discord. I forgot. I'm just joking. I never forgot, but it's difficult almost. And I'm not asking this in no FOMO, in no FUD way, because I love what y'all are doing. I'm asking this as a solution that maybe we can even discuss here together because I'm having issues with that myself. There's so many dope projects that I like. I want to be involved, but I can't be involved in the way that we are expected to in Web3, especially through all the Discord activities. But when I think that way, and then I want everyone to come join Rapheads, I got to remember that other people are probably feeling the same type of bandwidth limitations. You know what I mean? So it would be cool if we found other ways to add on, like keep the ways we have already, but find other ways to help people engage more with participation and be rewarded. You know what I mean? Have you had any thoughts on that, like within your collective? I would love some ideas. That's why I'm asking you.
Titus, I see you about to speak. I don't know if you want to.
Oh, hey, sorry, I must have accidentally unmiked.
Hey.
I was busy plugging my phone because it was at 1%. Oh. Hey, glad to be here.
No, yeah, thank you.
Hey, so sorry to interrupt. I was just going to say, the nice thing about the Web3 space, and Hype Cartel actually shares this trait, is that it's permissionless. Like, if there's something you want to do, the best thing about Hype Cartel is you just can start a positive initiative and tell Hype Cartel about it. And then it's an opportunity for people sort of to rally around that initiative. And, like if it's something that Hype Cartel supports, then they will put their full backing behind the messaging of it. And I know that, like we all join a lot of communities and a lot of people just follow everybody back, or you have like the same profile picture photo or whatever. And suddenly you get a bunch of followers or, some retweets or something like that. But this is thankfully like, I'm not, and no disrespect to any of those projects that do that. But what I'm getting at is this is, like we're trying to do social impact work in the most pure sense, which is like, improve the world and choose your focus. And other than, the gathering data and figuring out what that cause is most important to Hype Cartel, people can do what they want to do as they want to do it. And so it's really about doing good in the world.
Yeah, dope. No, and thank you for that. Yeah, like jump in anytime, for real. I appreciate that because it's all these different perspectives that are needed. And that is the reason, like, I'm sure Dragon X, Demand, all y'all here, Pixel, Al, like, Zoe, y'all know, like, what the energy here is in our house. You know what I mean? So it's like, the words, the way you explained it, Titus, is the same reason I got involved in the first place. And after this little moment right here, I think I'm going to do my best to take proactive steps to be involved a bit more because that's what we're about here. And that's why I like to participate and build with communities on the same tip. We're about social impact, but in a way where, it's not just like a look at me social impact. It's a social impact that can happen even when no one's looking. No one needs to look. No name actually needs to be attached to it. Maybe there is a name in the beginning. Maybe there's a brand. Maybe there's a company, something attached to it. But once the social impact focus is there, it doesn't matter who was attached to it. It matters what the outcome is. Like one of my favorite things to say during any youth work job or any social impact job I've ever taken in my life before Web3 was they'd always ask me like, yeah, what kind of, where do you see yourself in the future in this company? I always tell them, I'm like, where I see myself in the future is doing such a great job that I'm no longer needed in the future of this company because this company isn't needed. You know what I mean? We don't need homeless shelters if there's no homelessness. So I definitely believe in the way you explained that. I just had to explain it in 4 different ways because that's my habit.
Yeah, and something else. I'm really I'm really getting a better feel for what's going on with you guys now as well. And one thing you were saying, Mizzo, is that it's really hard to get the time to put yourself in all these different places and contribute to all these causes. And I think that's the beauty of having a community, kind of like with Hype. I mean, you can kind of elect ambassadors um, to do different things. So, for example, maybe we could elect an ambassador or have somebody go represent with Hype uh, on behalf of the Rap Heads community in order to, kind of at least make sure that we show that we care about this project, this cause, and we want to we want to connect because I face the same challenge trying to be in 1,000 places at once, and all of these places are places that are important to me, that are special to me, and that I really want to play an important role in, but I just literally physically can't unless I stop sleeping and stop eating. So I feel you, man. So, but I love the fact that they're using community activities as a way to make sure that they bring the community together, make the community valuable. Like the requirement for you to participate in community activities, I think, is something that's very important to making sure that you have the people that'll make a community into something that's actually useful and actually a mobilized force. So excited to hear more.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, me too. I want to say that like prior to us finding our groove here on Twitter Space, I would visit other spaces. But now that we have something going, I'm a bit selfish to the point where I want to get our community really going. I mean, I've participated in communities, and even now I get a lot of invites. But for the sake of, just listening and not really chiming in on those spaces, at the same time, I think that we also found like a good thing where we have community at Cohete Gap, and what we're doing, we're all trying to build a community. So it's not a diss or anything, but we're all like connected with Discord. And I think we get to see the extent of commitment from people that really follow us to see how far they follow us and how much they're interested in us. So I think that's a good barometer to see how serious people are about the message and what we're putting out.
Yeah, definitely. And measuring things too is like that's important to measure things. Like I do like that whole it's there's play to earn, there's participate to earn shills. I don't know, I'm not saying the right words, but you know what I mean? And I feel it's part of it because these are solutions that we're all creating on the go, on the fly together. We're all different individuals. We have different ways to look at things, and we're stepping into this space and we're building things. So if we gather all the startups that actually put social impact as the main part of their foundation and what they represent, and we bring us all together and just at least get these lines of communication open, we're going to find the best ways to deal with it. Because funding doesn't often go to anyone. You could go to someone with a lot of money and great ideas, and you could just be like, yo, so I got this great idea, and you could explain the whole idea, but as soon as you start saying more than one word about the social impact part, people lose interest. You know what I mean? They actually do, unfortunately. So when you're building a community with people that care about social impact, having them participate in it, that's where the funding comes in. We don't need their funding if we got each other. Because what's their funding going to give us? It's going to give us money to spend on other people to get social currency, which is to get hype. But y'all are building Hype Cartel, which is we are the currency. You know what I mean? So basically, I think all we did right now for the last 10 minutes was praise that aspect of what y'all are doing because it's dope. I like it. And we might even learn from that a bit and see how we can implement things like that within our projects. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Love that. And I totally understand what you said about like it is hard to be able to participate, especially when one is part of too many communities and too many projects. It is a lot. And I just wanted to say that that's what the Hype Cats are for. We're the people working on the background trying to help everyone reach that 60 minutes of requirement. And whenever someone can't make it to a meeting or they had an emergency or a super busy week, they let us know when we try to help them. Like we give them any activities that they might like they want to give feedback on to make it to the 60 minutes, or like do one-on-one meetings just with us, which also gives us it's a great opportunity to be able to catch up and connect again, which sometimes in group meetings you don't get to do. So yeah, it's nice. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, that's dope, because this is how we make it. This is how it works. Like we talk about this a lot too. Brands like Pepsi and Coke, they really don't hate each other. You know what I mean? They use their organized, polarized marketing. That's what they're doing. It's polarized marketing. When famous rappers are out there causing beef and like violence, usually that's just entertainment, and the young kids are following it like it's real. But most of it is entertainment, because most of these musicians who are signed to labels, before they drop their album, some controversy happens. They cause a problem with somebody. There's drama. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. All that's connected to me.
Yeah. I like the flexibility though, of the ways that people can contribute to get to that 60 minute threshold. The option for doing one-on-ones, for example, it sounds like that's a really attractive option, especially for somebody who's really busy and trying to build, but they really want to meet the requirements, and not even just meet the requirements, but they really want to contribute in a meaningful way. With these one-on-ones, do you guys do like coaching? I mean, what are some of the examples of things that would take place in these one-on-one meetings?
The one-on-ones are usually with one of the hype cats and whatever OG like needs to do it, and we try to do like if you have any feedback or any ideas on something that you want to do, like sometimes they'll like, again, they can give us feedback on, we're making stickers right now, and one of the OGs is giving us feedback on the designs. Or if you have any idea on any department that you'd like to take leadership in, like Titus said, it really is permissionless, and you can do whatever you want. Like if you have any ideas, we encourage you to do them. So in one of those meetings, you can let us know about the idea, and we try to help you make it true, basically.
Okay, nice. Yeah,
we're very god cats.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to make my 8 a.m. PST work on Fridays. I'm usually up early, but what happens is, that's when my brain moves the most. Like at 8 a.m., I'll write 3 songs and a business plan. At 9, I don't know. I don't know what happens at 9.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. For me,
but I'm gonna really try to be proactive and try to show up more, because I think it's important. I think if not just I show up more, but almost, that's why it's nice you're here. I wanted some of the rap cast community to hear about it, and Gray Skull and everyone, so that way we can find a way, like you were saying, Dragon, like find a way to maybe even appoint somebody who can do this to show up, participate, and all of that. Titus, what up, brother?
Hey, so headphones on finally. Got about 18% battery now instead of 1. The unique thing, and I know this has probably been said before, and I don't know how disingenuous it is, like, to say these words, but tell me how you feel about this, because I feel like Hype Cartel has changed my life, and I don't use that term ever, not just lightly, but ever. There is, like, even just showing up, and I'll tell you the greatest thing about this 8 a.m. coffee that is the Friday morning meetings, because I'm in the same time zone as you. I'm in Northern California. The benefit there is you're the first people to meet these incoming people, and every single damn time I'm on those 8 a.m. calls, I instantly discover somebody who I'm just like, oh my God, we have to connect. Like we have to rap together. We have to build something together. Like it's just inspiring just to listen to these people talk about the social good they've done, the project work they've done. Like, for example, we had Gregarious Narain in a call this morning, and this guy has built Zealous.app, which is like the best thing that ever happened to Twitter Spaces ever, and nobody knows about it. It's just out there. It's a completely fully built, usable product you can use today to take any, like we're in Spaces right now. You could take this thing, connected to this spaces and have a transcript, have searchable stuff, clips. It's useful for anyone who has ever used spaces immediately. And this guy just built this, like himself. And I happened to meet him in London. Somebody else recruited him to the group. Just an example of like the caliber of people who show up to our meetings as new people every single Friday. And, you just have a chance to meet these people like meeting Randy Zuckerberg or something like that. They're just there. And they're great and they want to talk to you and me. And that's not to mention the fact that, like, the connections you're going to make. Like, if you're a person who cares about social impact, you're suddenly in a room with a whole bunch of other people who truly care as well. So the quality of, like, the conversations you're going to have and I would describe it as the ethics that come into play afterwards are just absolutely gorgeous. So, like, we're connecting people who care about the same things, and that's why it's changing my life.
That's a beautiful testimony, man. Honestly, I went on the site quickly. Zealous app looks dope. I'm gonna study
You're
it.
gonna make me cry, Titus.
Yeah, check that shit out. Like, it's so good. Again, just one of those things because there's so much saturation in the space. Like, you can just use this for free right now. I love that.
I'm gonna check it out. It's one of my 20 tabs. I'm gonna make sure I test it before I close this thing. But because you know what happened the first time I was there, same thing. I met a brother who just graduated from Princeton. He was just dealing with investments and all of that, and then he had enough, and he wanted to use Web3 technology for good. And to be honest, he's yet to be introduced to Rapheads, but he's there. He's ready to build with us, and when he's ready with his project, he's gonna come join us. And that was the first time I went to a Hypecats meeting, and I left with that connection right there. And I wanted to message everyone, honestly, because a lot of people don't speak out loud. You got to ask them questions, but I can tell that people in there really cared because the stories I was hearing from the few people that were speaking more, I wanted to message everybody, you know what I mean? But I was like, nah, I'm going to pay attention more. I'm going to show up a bit more. You know what it was? I loved the idea, but I didn't stick around consistently enough to actually fall in love with it. You know what I mean? To fall in love with the community. I didn't stick around. So I'm going to. I'm gonna be rolling through some more, and I hope some people from our side here will. And let's build something beautiful. Like, it's just, since we're on the space, I'll share it. I know Hype knows, but Titus, so we have a thing called Color the Blockchain, where we bring people equal access into Web3, and now we're building it further, where we bring people equal access into technology, using by providing them resources such as computers, internet cards, and basic tech education or Web3 education delivered in the cadence of hip hop. But with that, we decided to amplify a bit more and say, hey, while we bring these people for people to learn and bring them access, I remember being really hungry, going to class and not being able to learn as much as I wanted to because I was an empty stomach. So we like to say it's easier to learn on a full stomach. It's harder to learn on an empty stomach. So X up here has a thing called Full Plate, where he brings people full plates of food. So we're like, you know what? Why not merge the two whenever it fits? And whenever it doesn't fit, certain moments when he's doing street runs and giving people food it's like we don't need to merge. We just help each other, And I think that's what Hypecats is doing on a larger scale. So, and it's not like hip hop and social impact. It's social impact itself. So I think it's really cool, and I think we could build a really powerful bridge among our communities. That was my initial idea when I stepped in, and I believe that it's born right now.
Absolutely. Really, the goal of Hype is to show what the power of human connection can really accomplish if we're working together.
Okay.
You got it.
That's beautiful. That's an elevator pitch I need,
I know your mission statement is on
Every
point.
single day that you help even one person is a better day than the time you didn't help anybody. So Nadim, the founder of Hype Cartel, has this beautiful analogy for the, we have muscle memory for everything. We have the idea that if you do a thing, it becomes natural, it becomes habit. I'm not exactly sure if that's the words he used, but the important part is here, we need to flex, we need to rebuild socially, societally, our muscle for doing good, for giving, for, affecting positive change in the world. And even if that's as simple as, picking up some trash on the beach, even if it's as complex as solving hunger at scale in your community, like there are infinite numbers of ways to help. And the motive, the inspiration, the ability to bring that to a group means organized, things are possible. It means that you can take all the talents, all the clever ideas, all the ability of a collective and turn it into a change, like a way to affect change at scale. And that's what Hype Cartel's all about. It's organizing a huge amount of talent and a huge amount of gifted people who want to do good and going, hey, here's a problem. Let's solve it together.
Man.
I'll tell you,
Who else is
I'm
hype
excited.
right now?
Yeah, I'm
Real
hyped.
hype.
Yeah, I'm actually. I'd love to be there on next Friday's call. I just checked my calendar already to make sure I had space there, so I'm gonna do it. I want it on the calendar. So Mizzo, if you I don't know what the process is for me to go on there. Do I just come join the space, or is there
Love
something else I
that.
need to do?
Whoever, if anyone is interested in joining, please feel free to reach out on our DMs, and we can organize that first interview, which is with me too. So you already know me. And then I tell you all about Hype, any exciting things going on right now, and I'll invite you to the welcoming party too, and along with some info with the norms and community guidelines and the other intros from the other Hype Gods.
Nice. I really like that one-on-one, the time you all took. No matter how busy it is, y'all took a lot of time to deal with the one-on-one call before that first meeting, and that does go a long way. So yeah, that'd be cool, Dragon. If you're there and whoever else rolls, we can just squat up and just build out there and motivate each other to get there. And if one of us can't one time, we could pass on the info. Makes it even better.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I think it's a great idea to do the one-on-ones just so that we get intimately familiar with Titus and with the community, with both you guys, but with the community in general. But then I think we roll through as a team and we coordinate as a unit to make sure that we represent in that community the way that we should. I'm excited about it. I had a question about you mentioned departments a couple times. Are there departments that you can kind of list or give examples to kind of give us an idea of what some of the people do?
Yes, of course. So of course we have the social impact department. That's where we the OGs that are participating in that department helped us create the survey, and now they are collecting the data from that survey to organize that first initiative. But then we also have the app department. Right now we're testing the app every day, and pretty soon we're going to invite the OGs to test the app with us. There's also the art design where we're making stickers, and some OGs are giving us feedback on the art. There's really a bunch of departments, and if there's one that is missing, you can create it. You can officially be the leader of that department.
That's awesome. I like that. Ever growing, evolving. Does hype stand for something? The HYYP, or is it just a fun way to spell it?
It's a fun way to spell it. It's kind of like hyping something up. That's why we're called a Hype Cartel. Like we're working as a cartel to hype things, but to hype things that are of value. But we're all about typos here. Our community is based on typos and cat memes.
Okay. All right. Okay. This is good though. This is good because it answers a lot of the questions when I messaged you earlier about one of our ideas that we're working on. This kind of answered so much of it. You know what I mean? So I already understand the approach a little better. But yeah, let's see how we can do this, yo. Let's bridge up. Let's do this.
Absolutely, it's gonna happen. We might have to have a contest to help create the acronym, or help put some words to it and turning it into an acronym. Help your something people, something, I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be a fun little thing.
That's a great idea. That'd be really fun to acronym it. And yeah, I mean, it seems like such a good match. Like if you think about people, like you're bringing food to people, for example, like you're already in the spirit of this in such a great way. A lot of people, sometimes they have the idea, they're like, hey, I want to do good, but I don't know how, or, I'm like not inspired, or I don't know what, like I just want to help sometimes is a big kind of like barrier to entry when it comes to doing good. And so this is like one of my favorite things about joining a group that's like, hey, we're doing a bunch of things is, you're likely to find something that's personally important to you. It could be as simple as, like I said, the trash cleanup or whatever, but it could be as complex as, change for, like, I guess the most complex problem I can think of is saving the world in terms of, uh, conscientiousness, like the saving the environment, and protecting the world from getting destroyed by all the things that we throw away, all the ozone and everything else. Our atmosphere, global warming, and those things. Like everything is unique to a person, but there's always going to be somebody else there who's going to go, "Hey, damn, I want to work on that with you." And if you're already doing something, then bringing it to the cause just seems like a no-brainer.
Absolutely. You mentioned how it's kind of hard to kind of for some people to figure out how to get started with doing something social, some sort of social good. I can definitely relate for that to that. I've been trying to figure out since 2016, maybe 2017, how to do something for marginalized communities in the realm of mental wellness, trying to improve communication, education, resources, all of that with regard to it. And it took me 4 years probably just to figure out how to get started on it. And trying to figure out how to do that alone was a big bear. So having a community like yours, or where there may be people who can coach you through how to do it, or maybe able to help you walk your way into finding what your niche is sounds really valuable. And I would have loved to have had a community like yours by my side while I was trying to figure those things out. So this is exciting. I'm really excited to get to know more about you guys.
Oh, good. And even entering, like, look at everyone here, like entering, like joining up, but with like that's the whole thing, like before when you're talking squat up, and I was saying that too. In reality, it's like, yes, what I mean is like, yo, let's all add on and build these bridges, but at the same time, it's like, yo, you're in there, yo, you have so many different things that you're building. We've all come together because we love hip hop culture and social impact. That's why we've come together. But all of us individually are building so many things. It just all connects because it does. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, okay, someone needs to eat, but they also need somewhere to sleep. But when they sleep there, they need to make sure the water's clean that they're drinking and make sure the air is okay so they could breathe. Why have a place and you can't breathe? You know what I mean? It's all just so connected. You know what I mean? Like all social causes are connected. So I think if we all step in and just kind of like push the social aspect of everything we're building through hype, yo, I feel like we can really amplify this shit heavily, yo. Heavy.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, if they're already on the social impact arm, it makes more sense to link up with somebody who's making that their primary cause and to help, put more gas into that engine instead of trying to reinvent the wheel. I think that's one of the beautiful things about this space too, is when you find somebody else that's doing something that you're doing, but they're doing it on a grander scale. Why why not join forces? Why not, try and throw your weight behind the machine that's already got the most momentum instead of trying to, because to me that feels almost like, and I know it's not, but it feels like competition if you're not trying to find some way to join up and see where there's synergies and where guys can create efficiencies that may help better impact these causes that we all believe in and that we're all pushing so hard to do something for and with.
Yeah, even if competition is not the goal, it can create competition just from people on the outside looking in. They might see two different communities both doing the same thing, and now they're faced with a choice. So being able to link up and like you said, help push the engine, drive the engine that's already, moving efficiently, could alleviate that choice from people and give them the ability to focus on one thing.
Yeah. Bring Hype Cartel, boom, Zion's Landing, Gray Skull, full plate, color the blockchain. It's like, yo, I don't know. I feel so good about this. I'm always so tired at this time on Friday, and then calls happen. I'm always so nervous. I'm always like, I didn't plan anything. I'm just gonna speak from the heart, and then this is what happens. And you know why? Because the guests we always have, like Hype, Titus, thank you for real, because for adding on to this energy and keeping it going. Because the guests we always have the same foundation, social impact. It just happens, and it's been that way from our first spaces. You know what I mean? So we're on the right path, yo. We just got to keep it going. The same frequencies will connect to each other, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, what's the best way to get in contact with you guys, or to stay connected? Is the primary method of getting to you guys, going through Twitter to get to your Discord? Is there a website? I'm sorry if you said it before. I was setting up a stream at the very beginning, so I missed a couple minutes at the early on.
Of course, no worries. We do have a Discord. So to first contact us, if you'd like, you can reach out on our DMs. They're open, and I'm usually the person behind them, so you'll be speaking to me. And once if you've participated in one of our group meetings, we invite you to our Twitter community and our Discord. And pretty soon, once we have the app instead of the Discord, we're going to use that. Can't wait for that.
Yeah,
I love
So
that.
excited for that.
Space has been so amazing. Like, I just want to say that the whole vibe of the space has been so nice. It doesn't always happen, so it's been really, really comfortable.
That's beautiful. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
hearing that. That's really nice to hear. And I know you have to go. I was like, yeah, you got to go soon. We'll just cap it at 30 minutes. It's been an hour, so.
I know, but I was having such a great time that I was like, well, I can be a bit late.
Yeah, no, I know that. But yeah, so if you got to wrap up, it's all love. And like I said, we always tell people, no one needs to feel obligated to stick around after. You know what I mean? Just do what you got to do. If you want to hang out, you listen to music, go ahead. If you got to do your thing, do your thing. But we'll be connected as communities and individuals, and just keep building. Like, get at us maybe, and if something cool's happening, and get back on this spaces. Actually, no, don't worry, because we're gonna be in the room and we're gonna know what's happening with Hype Cartel.
Absolutely love that. Yes, I would love to see you all on future group meetings and in the future of the community of Hype. And I am excited about hearing some music, so I might stick a bit to listen.
All right, cool, yo, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yo,
And, Titus, sorry,
I'm here. I'm sticking around for music too.
I was gonna say, do you make music or what do you do?
I
You want to
wish.
share anything with us?
I don't have that kind of gift. I write code, I audit code, I do security and engineering work. And my focus, so I did about 20 years of 15 years of Web 2, and about 3 years of, 2 years of Web 3. I'm getting these numbers mixed up. And so these days, it's all about how can I take something that's an idea and turn it into a blockchain provable, like on-chain kind of a event. How can I guide people towards decentralized tools, and how can I say, hey, this is what best practices are. And I'm building something a little personal. This is some alpha that's very specific to decentralizing reputation on chain, as well as building a community of people that's complementary to Hype in some ways. Like, I don't want to compete with Hype because I love it so much, and thankfully this idea won't. The idea there is to, I'm trying not to reveal too much because I haven't quite launched it yet, but it'll essentially allow.
Surprise.
Yeah, I mean, it's less about that and more just, I want it to be a cohesive announcement instead of piecemeal.
Yeah.
Essentially, a social contract for Web3 and the way that communities can do a best practices style build from day one, and how we will incentivize doing that.
Okay,
and it's really just my thing solely right now, but I'm going to include some people soon.
Okay, yo, no doubt. I was gonna be like, yeah, don't say no more. I was gonna stop you right now. But yeah. No, that's blessed, man. We'll hope to see you around the space more, man, and we can just all build and see ways that we can connect the dots, and make more things happen. But all right. So what should we play, yo?
Well, I wanted to say one more thing too. I'd love to have you both or even more members of the community come back on a night when we can record, so we make sure that the session and everything that you've shared is available to our communities beyond today. I'm streaming to a few different places right now, so this will be available on Facebook, YouTube, and a few other places anyway. But I'd love to have. Oh, and it actually will be on Twitter because I'm streaming to Twitter too. But I'd like to have it available as a Twitter space too, and I'd like to be better prepared. Now that I have some homework to do, I'd like to be able to be better prepared to ask more questions too another time.
Yeah, well, I just told you about this today. Still, I was like, I forgot.
Yeah, that's
When I
not a big
messaged
dig.
Hype, that's when I remembered you're the guest. I forgot. I thought we had no guest this week. Things have been so hectic, so
It's been
it's not your
crazy
fault.
hectic.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't blame you because I've been super busy too, and it's so hard to be on top of everything. Also, there was a soccer match today that was really really important, and that was taking up like half my brain. But I would love to be back here, and I'm sure the other Hype Guts and more of the OG members would love to.
Yeah, dope. All right.
I did want to ask about how many OG members do you guys have? What qualifies somebody as an OG member?
So we consider someone an OG after they've after they show reliability, which is like actually participating and for a certain amount of time. And like we've connected so far like over 140 people, so it's been really exciting. Yes, and now like with the nominations, it's going super fast. I've gotten to like I have so many meetings a day, but with such amazing people. One of them was Grive, the person that Titus mentioned earlier. So yes, it's been really amazing.
That's beautiful. That is fantastic. Thank you for sharing
And
that.
actually, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna see if I can pin the website here so that everyone can check it out and see also the art. Which honestly, the names crack me up. Like we were thinking of a new name for a new character special for the Hype Guts. And I was looking at them and it's like they're so incredibly thought out.
That excites me. I'm always excited about titles, names, anything that's creative like
Yeah,
that. That gets me. So yes, please pen. We always forget that we're getting better at this. I don't know how many spaces we've done. We've done less than 10, haven't we? We got to get better at the telling people to pin their stuff at the beginning. We'll get this.
No, you guys are doing great. I always forget too, but really, you're doing great. It's an amazing space.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. That means a lot. I'm looking forward to being in your spaces so I can pick up some tips.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm an expert in any means. I've gotten to host spaces pretty recently too, so I don't know if I'm too much of someone like to follow or anything. But I would love to have you in our spaces.
Looking forward to it. You captivate a room. I'll tell you that. You definitely hold the room's attention. So thank you, and looking forward to sharing. How about that?
Mika's way too modest. Like the work that she has done in spaces alone has been just like touching. Like there's no lack of emotion like whatsoever. It's never a robot. It's never a formula. It's just being honest and being real and describing the uniqueness of the project. There are tips like I could provide the quick 30 seconds. This is how you do spaces thing. You want to make sure that everyone has an action item, which is pin a certain thing, interact in a certain way, and then you reset the room at least halfway through. Make sure that people know who you are, what you're doing, why you're there, and what they can do next. Again, but yeah, it's like that's basically it. Like doing spaces is just being real and being unique, and I think they're all doing a great job. Like. As is Hype Cartel for that matter. And thank you, Hype Cats, for that. Mika, specifically, thank you for leading the Hype Cats in that initiative. It's been amazing. We appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone here. Thank you.
Man, I love that. That's beautiful, man. This is perfect. This is what this space ends up being every Friday. Is a whole bunch of love being spread around between some good people, man. This is beautiful. This is right on brand, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is.
So what are we doing musically tonight, Mizzo? Who we got? What we did you have any thoughts or any plans? I know we didn't speak around before, and that's just kind of putting you on the spot, huh?
I thought like so usually there's more. We have our music, so we can just play. Usually there's more people here with music, but there's less.
Well, I think what we should probably do is a reset. I'm glad you mentioned that, Titus. Actually, we're definitely overdue for a reset. We should get a reset in, and maybe we should retweet the room, see if we solicit some people to come play some of their music as well. But definitely we can start with our music. I know we haven't heard. You know what song I'm going to ask for? I always ask for that one. And then exactly, and we got to talk about some mixtape business too. So maybe we can pick something out of that chamber and throw it up there too. And it's been a minute since I heard American Cursive, man. So I always want to hear that.
Yep, done. We play Outcast. I'll pick a track. Let's go.
There we go.
Lord Nem, you're down there as listener. If you have music you want to play, let us know, brother.
Damon, you pick one, man. Send it, everybody that has something to
Yeah.
play. If you have something to play, DM it to Mizzo. Send it to Mizzo. What's the preferred way to receive it, Mizzo?
Just tweet it to me.
Perfect.
Send it to my DMs.
Yeah, so maybe everybody pick something from their catalog, throw it up there. X, you already know we're gonna end up throwing Outkast up there, bro. So
Yeah,
you're in
yeah.
that place.
Unless you want something else, but yo, that's the track, man.
It is.
Doesn't matter what he wants. You
Yeah.
better play that.
Oh man.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and retweet the room. Mizzo, you want to give us a reset real quick, bro? We'll go ahead and retweet and let everybody know to come bring some music in.
Yeah. All right. Bada boom, bada bang. This is the Rap Heads Twitter space. Rap Heads were a community that represents hip hop and social impact. We put it under one roof, and that roof is powered by Web3 technology. We're always looking outside that window and outside that door, cleaning up the barricades, removing the barriers, so people have a clean, safe path into this world, and we can all thrive together and make social impact more impactful. Minting quarter one 2023, we're finally minting our PFPs. If you see my profile pic, that's one of the PFPs. They're all going to be unique, they're going to be gamified, and they're going to be fun and cool and just gnarly.
Talking about the King Mizzo profile.
King Mizzo profile pic, my bad, yeah. That's me. Because I don't... Why's everyone muted? All right, everyone's back.
All right, there we go.
Oh, you're trying to avoid the echoes, eh?
Yeah, I was trying to be magical while you were talking. My bad.
Oh, my bad.
Hey,
All right, CO, which one should I play first?
So are we
You know-
not playing anything from the mixtape, or?
Oh, we can.
Yep.
Let's just build on whatever, especially the mixtape. We could do that publicly, you know what I mean?
Yep. But let's set it off with Kiholo, please, because I think that's the way to start the day, man.
Yo, I love how you love
That's a party starter, man. That's a joint to get everybody's blood pumping. And like you said, when I come into these spaces, I'm tired and I'm beat on Friday nights. I was ready for a nap, and I was trying to figure out how to sneak a nap in before this 7 o'clock. Didn't happen, so I come in just as scared on Friday nights. Like, yo, am I gonna be too beat to engage properly? And somehow I get amped.
Oh, my bad. Hold on, I gotta mute this. I gotta do a little something because I'm playing it off the computer. Oh no, I don't gotta do anything. I'm just gonna log out.
Okay, hey, yo, D, you're probably gonna have to mute yourself because I think the feedback is coming from yours. So just unless you have something to say, yeah, you probably want to throw that mute on, bro.
Yeah, just okay, it's working now. Yeah, so just. Yo, D, you're probably gonna mute yourself. Yours up. No, it's coming from me now. All right, yo. I think we're ready. We're gonna play a song.
Kiholo.
It has sounds. So this song, a bit about the song. There's sounds in it. There's drums. Boom, a few hi-hats. Boom, vocals. I was joking. I rap in Bengali. This is one of the first times I rapped in Bengali, where it's just in the chorus. It's not even rapping, it's kind of singing, like poetry singing. But old Bengali roots poetry, you know, that type of thing. Bengali culture has a lot of poetry within its history. You know, you like a lot of revolutionaries were poets. A lot of poets, Bengali poets were considered revolutionaries. You know, so that's what this song's about. It's about bad vibes, getting rid of bad vibes and the evil eye and all of that, and just building. And then the verses are just my thoughts being free, speaking my mind. I just wrote what I felt on this beat, and it came out natural to me. But boom, let's go. It's from my new album, Koh Nur King.
Always my choice.
So good.
Always my joint, man. Always my joint. Thank you.
That's all good vibes right there.
So good. Yo, respect, yo.
Straight up.
I got a question for you, Mizzo. Do you
Yeah.
I don't catch out all the lyrics all the time. It takes me about 3-4 passes to catch lyrics for any song. But I'm just vibing off the vibe of that joint so much. Do you curse at all when you rhyme, or have you eliminated cursing from your music?
I hardly ever curse on my songs. It was even back in the day, I hardly cursed on my songs, and then at an early age when I started doing, when I was like, you know what I mean, facilitating youth workshops and stuff, like at a young early 20s and stuff, I was just like, I stopped cursing absolutely because I couldn't play the song anywhere. And and I also feel like my music was more political, so swearing kind of took away from the message. I feel like that would be a scapegoat. I almost feel like, and it's like you're not focusing on what I actually said, though. So I think that's the reason. So no, I don't swear on my songs for the most part, but you can catch a swear word once in a while.
I had that feeling. That's good to know, man. I don't know. Not that I pass judgment on somebody who does. I just like it when people like use it when it has to be used, when it's necessary, as opposed to just indiscriminately, throwing out f bombs left and right. I struggled with that the longest time early on when I was writing.
Okay.
And I realized that it was just a matter of me being limited in my vocabulary and limited to the amount of effort I was putting into my music. So it's dope to see that you caught that lesson early on in your career, man. It's really dope.
Yo, yeah, no respect. Yo, what's going on, brother? Titus, man.
Just wanted to say, beautiful. Like it was, like it's really nice to hear something and go, damn, I loved every second of that. But also regarding the emphasis sometimes. I think, there's nothing fucking wrong with swearing, and sometimes there's a right time for it, of course. But I think sparing swearing is the way I would put it. Like if you do it all the time, if you do it forever, if you do it every song, it loses its impact. And I think it's beautiful to choose that moment, like kind of like a Silent Bob thing where, you wait for that right time and then you drop the bomb when it's appropriate or when it's, impactful, express that emotion in a way that's poignant. So thank you for that.
No doubt, man. Thank you for that. Yeah. And it gives you like the meaning to like, yeah, use the word for what it is. Yo, big shout out quickly though to hip hop NFT community. I thought it was hip hop crypto club in here, but hip hop NFT community. What up, fam? Damon, you're gonna say something.
Oh, my bad.
All good, all good. Oh, okay.
But I will say something. That's Heard Key Holo. That's on streaming services and everything, right?
Now it is, yes. So it's on streaming services and Bandcamp and all that. The NFT's still not up, but it will be.
Okay.
Special.
Well, since it's on streaming services, the one thing I would add is, pass the word, spread the word on that song. I love that song. I think it deserves to see as much light as possible. And I think it's catchy enough that it'll do some interesting things for you, man, if it keeps getting the light that it deserves.
Thank you, brother. No, honestly, I appreciate it. And it's like, I'll say, like, out of all these years making music, I loved that song when it was made. Like, to me, I couldn't tell, but I loved it. I did. But is it usually on an album, it's a song I hate. Like, the song I like the least on an album is a song everyone wants me to play. Yo, this time is different. And this time it's really consistent. Like, the reaction I get from this song from Heads, honestly, it was the same. Just in their way, but it's the same. And, it gets me excited. And that's why it's like, I'm like, I have to, like, make a video, put it out, because it's art, and I want the world to hear my art. Of course I do, So if, like, everyone's feeling that energy on this song, and I can feel it too, I think all it's going to take is some good visuals, and then this type of thing, community pushing it. Because funds can't push a good single, because then you need like $200,000. Then you can promote a single,
Yeah, it makes it a pain.
Yeah. But the music was fun. That's what I want to say. Regardless of all that, I will say it was fun, and it was so fun making it. And I made this album without that in mind. I didn't like think of any of that in mind. I made this album for my daughter to hear and for myself to for me to represent myself. You know what I mean? To show you who I am. So I enjoy the album, but I'm happy that people like it. But yeah, I'll stop talking.
Now, I'm glad you said that. It actually brought another question to mind. I always wonder, and I hate it when people ask this question, so I feel bad for even asking this question, because it's the worst thing when somebody just drops an album and they ask you, well, is this your favorite album? Because, you're obligated to say, yes, this is my favorite album. But out of all the projects you've released, because you've released a boatload of music, man, out of all the stuff you released, where does it stand in your rankings on your catalog?
So, when I made music as Unknown, under the name Unknown Misery, that out of that is going to be it's hard for me to pick. So out of Unknown Misery, I would say one of the Sacred Soil albums, the Sacred Soil Volume 1 and Sacred Soil Volume 2. One of those albums, that's hard to say. I don't know. For the Unknown Misery stuff. For King Mizzo, it's easier because there's only 2 albums. So the name King Mizzo, I'm not called Unknown Misery anymore for those listening, you know. I don't want to carry that energy around, and it was a new time, and I also don't want to be stuck in that in a box, because the few fans I did have and supporters I did have, they were mad when I make other music, like anything that wasn't just boom bap, boom 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 bap, you know. So I was just like, yo, I want to make art. I want to not stay in a box. So King Mizzo, I could be free. And to me, this new album, Kohinoor King, the first album was self-titled, called King Mizzo, and I think I was trying to make a King Mizzo album. I was trying to sound like King Mizzo, and on this album, I sounded like King Mizzo. You know, so long answers, but yo, I'm like a boxer.
Oh man, no, it's perfect. You found the voice for King Mizzo. I understand that too, because I've had to go through renames on a few occasions. I just felt like, yo, this persona just doesn't fit anymore, or I've reached the limit for this character. And I know how, you know, you got to find the sound, the voice, the cadences that work for each different persona, especially, and the content more importantly. So I totally get it, man.
Yeah, well, I can't go back to Unknown Misery, so it's not like that. It's like Unknown Misery was dead on an album called Life, Sins, and Death, LSD, because I wrote that. I opened the beats. I played the beats for the first time while I was prepared, and I already took some LSD. And then my boy who made the beats, he made the beats on Magic Mushrooms. So I wrote and recorded the album in that weekend, and that album was called Life, Sins, and Death, and it killed Unknown Misery. So that's when King Mizzo was born.
That's funny. I did an RIP for my old one too, so that's funny.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, definitely, man. It's really dope, man.
Yo, that's crazy. What was your name? You want to share it, eh?
Nope. that one's under wraps for a little while longer. I got a special reveal before I share any of that one.
All right.
But who else is rocking tonight? Yo, D, are you playing anything? You sent anything? X, Al? Anybody sent something else in here?
I don't think anyone sent anything yet.
No, I haven't sent anything yet. I'm waiting to see what the room do. Cause I really don't have anything.
Yeah,
I have one more lined up.
One more would be good. I don't know if everybody's heard one more, but you know, one more is one of my favorite from you, D. And one time, those things they're not old, man, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about those. All right, I sent them over.
Okay.
That's a win. You wanna? I know it's American Cursive seems a little harsh right after Kiholo, so I wouldn't play that right after. You wanna play something for the mixtape? Maybe run into Outkast.
Yeah, let's do that. It is true still, it's harsh. Don't overthink it. Yo, so I don't know, we got like, I think, mention the mixtape?
Quick.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, the mixtape's just
it's a draft, it's a reference.
Yeah, true. Yeah, exactly. It's a draft for the mixtape we have. We made a collaborative mixtape work. Now there seems to be 10 tracks, I believe, on the project that were chosen. It was the top 80 up, I think. Right? I forget.
Yeah. So if it gained an 80% in the voting process or better, then those made it to the cut.
Yeah. So these are going to get mixed and mastered. They haven't been yet. We're getting the stems. We're all doing it step by step. The album's called Don't Overthink It because there's so many of us. There's artists. And when we thought about the project, like on the Twitter Spaces, we decided to call it Don't Overthink It because that was what we kept saying. Like, don't overthink it, or else it'll never get released, or it'll take a long time with all these creative heads from different parts of the world, you know? So it's working. It took, what, a week? Was it a week or 2 weeks to get all the vocals in?
2 weeks for the reference track, right?
2 weeks for the reference. So there was almost 40. Yeah. And there's almost 40 of them. And now we're getting the stems. And while we're getting the stems, we're working on a Rap Heads anthem. We're going to have a bunch of our artists, a bunch of the artists who submit verses. We'll have like a big like collaboration track. But that's all I'll say for now. Yeah, so what do we go? Should I go 80 and up then?
Yep. Yeah, right.
Let's start with Outkast if you're down.
Absolutely. See anything before it runs? What's up?
He must be.
Yeah, make 3D things. Yo, you wanna intro Outkast or what?
Oh shit.
Outkast. It's by my man Expo Easy, the founder of NFT. What's that? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, he was there still. I think we just got you. Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. So that's it's actually a song I wasn't planning on writing. I had kind of gotten to the point where I was like pretty much done with music. I had to sell all my equipment, and yeah. So I didn't really think I was gonna do anything. And but after seeing the energy around this group, and how they were getting really excited about this mixtape, it just kind of pushed me, and I felt the energy, and like it's good to be around people that you can basically like learn from. You know what I mean? Instead of being it's always bad to be the best one in the room because then you're not going to grow, right? So I'm with these guys that are MCs like that. Just man, like some of the deliveries and like the rhyme schemes they put together is freaking crazy, man. So so I'm learning from them, and it's actually helping me improve. So I actually put out a song that is better than anything I ever thought I would put out. And yeah, that's only because I've been around y'all. So thank you.
Yo, it's fire. Did you hold on? You released an album today?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, you dropped an EP. Yo, so we break that down for a minute. Then we'll just play the track.
For sure. I didn't know if it was the right place to talk about it or not, so that's why I was asking.
It's always the right place.
For sure. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. Basically, it's an EP of all the songs that I made early on. I used to go by the name Spirit Bear. I still use it kind of, but not as much. And it's just like 12 songs and some spoken word poems also. Just kind of at me learning how to develop my sound and just music from the heart, So I put it all together in one package. It's called my Early Days EP, and you can find that on Rarible and all that stuff.
Yo, that's sick. Okay. Surprised. I didn't even know.
Congratulations. That's sneak attack.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. Yo, Outkast. Let's go. Top of playing games, get on my level, yeah, I'm swinging for the fence, really made and a back. Every day I'm focused on the mission, not just making stacks. Told them close the fingers, I got crypto, I don't fuck with cash. Never comes the past, people push me out. Call me names, always got me, yeah, but I'ma say it proudly, I'm an outcast. I'm too fast, always got my foot on the gas. I do not better with the sheep, I make my own path. Overpass, all the masses thinking plastic, that's problematic, so place it, be static. I'm an outcast. Ever since I was young, I never get it with the crowd or be the top of the run. But this is my time, I'm not just a witness for fun. I gotta put my message out on the
Yeah. Fire.
There we go. There's so much to add to it.
That just made me nearly rob my own yard. That tune was so hard, bruv.
Yeah. Fire.
Yo, what's going on, Luke?
What you telling me, boy? What you telling me, my G? You good, yeah?
What's going on, brother? You make music?
Bruv. Yeah, man, I do actually. I produce, but I'm in a trap house right now, bro.
Okay.
That tune was hard, though. Was that you, yeah?
That was X right there, brother.
Yo, that was hard, bro. That was harder than 3-day-old breads. You know them breads when you leave it out on the side, the crust is hard. It's harder than that.
Crusted.
Okay. I feel that, bro.
Hard the week old poop in the winter. I got you. Yes.
Come on. Wait, guys. Pick up all the American man, you know. You love that still.
Yo, were you in the UK?
London City. FW9 for the Tech 9.
Oh shit. I'm from Toronto still originally.
Oh, so
We
you know
took
what
some
I'm
of your
saying,
slack.
innit? You know about the slack, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
we
my
took
man
some
them
of it.
nuts. Like, what I'm for them, boy? What am I, Bumba Clark, Rascal, Pussy Boy for dead? Yeah, Fancy Boy for dead, me, I can kill them, boy. Good them, woof, 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 I make it hold it down for me, my Barbie. Hey!
Yo, you have music you want to play? Or you have any music you want to play? You can send it.
I'm not in the studio right now, you know. I'm not in the studio right now. But I can. Let me follow you and I'll send you some beats, innit?
All right, cool. Yeah. We'll do that. And we'll when I see the message, I'll play your track.
Yeah, say nizzy, my boy. Say nizzy. Say nada. Say nada because you know me going harder, you get me?
Yeah, let's get it, brother. Oh, yo.
Big up all the sexy lady. Oh, carry on. I'm interrupting you. Go on.
Oh, it's all good, man. Yo, Demont, if you want to send can you send that to my personal Twitter? Cause I gotta play it from the other account. All right. Yo, let's play one more from the mixtape then.
That's what's up.
Okay, now I do have to run, but I just wanted to say goodbye to everyone before I leave, and I wanted to thank you for inviting me today. It's been a pleasure, honestly. I'm so glad that I got to be here at this space and to listen to some amazing music. Wow. But honestly, thank you, everyone, and I loved getting to know all of you.
All right, yo, bless up. Thank you for being here. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you, and look forward to catching up soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Night.
All right, peace. So what do we got here? We have any requests though from that?
Yo, LB, what you got, man? What's a request, bro? I know Al will do something dope.
Yo. Play that rap. Or you know what? Play Batman.
Batman. All right, let's go. me that sample in the end. Charging big bucks for that one. Yo, what do we got? Oh, yo. Got Demon's track right here. Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna play Demon's track. You wanna intro that or something, brother? Yo, D. Yeah, you wanna run an intro on that track? One more?
Which one? Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I'm doing a little cleaning up over here. Yeah, one more. It's a track produced by Cookbook. It's called One More. What more can I say about it? Oh, it was about this. Well, it all stemmed from this song called One Time, and then we did One More, and then Day One. Like those are like the first things that dropped this year. One More, then One Time, One More, and then Day One. But One More is one of the strongest songs because it's like it just describes a little bit of coming of age all the way to, you know, up to date. It's kind of like that feeling, that spirit of you know, being not an outcast, but just kind of like, you know, bouncing through the neighborhood or something. I really don't know because I haven't listened to One More in a minute and shit. And so the freedom of forgetting is beautiful because it's going to surprise me as I listen too. So just check it out. I'm pretty self-explanatory. You'll hear it.
Yo. You know I said I do music. Do you want to hear one of my beats? Just a little taster for you lot, yeah? I hope you liked it, innit? Hope you liked it, man. Hope you liked it. Big ups.
Yo, where's everybody go? That shit was kind of high.
Big up, man. Yeah. What the cat got your tongue, man? Come on, say it. Come on, everyone, man. Come on, talk to your chest, man. Say it with some bass in your voice, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Put some, keep that shit going. Kind of scary. Yeah. What'd you make it on?
It's a bit more old school. Do you look like 90s hip hop?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Here's one I made time ago. Listen to this one here. Look, listen. A little taster, isn't it? Thing is, you can't hear the bass. It's like
Nah, you can hear the bass. That shit is dope, man.
It's there.
Big up, man. Bless up, bless up,
No,
bless
that's
up.
dope. I was trying to get through
we
to
can hear
speak on
it,
the first
just
one,
don't
man.
have a sub to feel it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's it.
you know.
Yeah, I mean we had Rock. I think Raquel that was in the earlier.
Racked.
That sound like with some nice little R&B hook type.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, we got the hit on our hands with that one.
Yeah, the first one was dope
This is
too.
what I love about you Americans. You know about good music, innit? So when I hear you lot say you rate it, it means a lot to me, innit? I respect.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Now the beats are fire though, for real, man.
Bless them, man. Thank you.
All right. Yo, let's play one more though. Let's play that track.
Oh, yeah. Go for it. Play that shit.
Yo,
It's by,
could anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay. I ain't think my mic was working. Shit, I got rugged earlier. My bad.
Yeah, no, I saw that. So yeah, there's a one more produced by Cookbook, right?
Yes, Cookbook the Puerto Rican to be exact. Let's go. And the market shine. Yep. All right. You know what it is. The market shine. Cookbook. I'll do it one more time. One more spin around the block. Yeah. Free score. Get out the reach. All right. Get it. You might have to turn that joint up.
Yeah, definitely turn it up.
Hard as steel nails, brother.
I can see like a music video on MTV. Like, damn, bro.
Yo, so much
Will be televised starting today. Oi, shut up.
Whoa, let's go. Woo. Yes, thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I needed to hear that. Thanks for playing that. Let's go straight up.
Yo, that sucks. Fire. That's a classic, yo.
That's his calling card joint, man. That's his key holo. Like look at both of y'all. Like Mizzo, anytime I want somebody play for somebody and I want to blow everything off, to blow the skin off their body, I play that. And this is the same thing with one more.
Yo, man. All right. Yo, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play. Yo, I think it's time. I'm gonna play a little exclusive, bro. I just recorded last week during a deep depression second. You know what I mean? And I wrote it on a Gucci toe beat. It's unreleased though.
That's cool.
Tell him again. Go on.
Let me play that one, boom. Standing on the ledge, couldn't talk it down. Staring at the traffic, looking like ants. No one looking up, they didn't know he about to jump. They was walking around with their silly sound. Fifth emoji, share the story, then forget about it. Do your best, try. Selfies captured with the self lies. Tears disguised and modest smiles and a good time. Smiling through the rain because the flowers are grown. Vibing to the days where the innocence is flowing. Until the tender age when everything's broken. Rather jump and make the splash better than the roping. Lucky for these billboards in the deep in the morning. Started looking up at these rejections, judgments, instead of slinging God's Twitter fingers. So many lonely people and overpopulated atlas. Someone saw the man walking on the ledge right beside where the ad was. You think the man was empty with nobody to love, and he had so many blessings and so much pain. Depression comes to get him like every day, and he would chase. But the empty spirit in charge. If you click it, time is so the trend. Let the dance, so the mental health break that so they trend. What you heard the other day, that you ever read. More people in this last concert, but this time none of the facts. They pointing, they laugh, tweeting about it, making polls on how we splash. It's disgusting social media, he taking humans. We don't reflect ourselves, reflect what we consume. Living around the dummies, and it be hard as shit. Living around the greedy makes it hard to live. The megaphones arrive with the sirens outside. I've been trying to be calm and they've been pushing, I'm done. I just heard the crowd chanting. It's like the house of pain, got an entertain. They cry it out for suffering, dressing up a painted face. They hoping that he loses balance, so they can start a TikTok challenge. But they empty, spirit in charge. If you click it, time is so the trend. Let the dance, so the mental health break that so they trend. What you heard the other day, that you ever read. Boom. Yo, honestly,
Oh shit.
on track, but yo, I needed to play that type of vibe. I'm like, yo, man, like,
Oh, when you're famous,
Hard
remember me.
left.
When you're famous and you've blown up, remember me, bro. Because you got the
what? Yo, respect, King. Yo, drop some beats, yo. Let's all rise together. You know what I mean?
Bro, I just come out of the studio, man. I'm back in my front room with my two mates now. But yeah, bless that. Yeah, I've got beats. Hey, seriously though, yeah. If you want a beat, I'll send you a beat.
Yo,
So,
Send it
so-
right. Send it on this way.
yeah.
I'll distribute it.
I normally do 140 like UK sort of style, but yeah, it's always good if you want
Yeah,
to.
man, no. Flavor in it too. More like the first one.
Yo, Mizzo,
Just
give,
send it.
Exactly. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I've got you.
I want to hear that one actually on my speakers out loud.
The
Real
first one.
talk.
Yeah.
I want to hear all these
Yeah.
joints on my speakers. I want to hear everything I heard on here on some speakers.
Wait, let me get back in my studio real quick. Hold on. Let me get back in there.
Mizzo, throw
All my
American
mates-
Cursive on,
All my
bro.
mates around my house, and they're all like, "Oh, Luke, why are you not talking to us?" I'm like, "I'm talking to my American friends now. Yeah, chill out. Yeah."
Yeah, tell them I'm famous. Hold up.
Yo, what should we run next?
American Cursive, man. Throw that joint on, man.
Okay. We're about to wrap up too, no?
Yeah, it's time.
All right, so
Yo, did any talking about the
But you know what? I'm gonna go. I've got to go. Yeah, but it's been a pleasure meeting you all tonight. All follow me up. Yeah, we'll link up on the next space. Yeah.
Absolutely,
brother.
bro.
Just
Good
add
meeting you,
us
man.
up.
Take care, Chief.
Yeah, I followed you.
Yeah, big up, man. I'll follow all you lot back in here. Just follow me up. Yeah.
All right, sounds good, man.
Peace.
All
Be
right,
well.
bless up, man. Take it easy. Yeah.
All right, all right.
Peace.
In a bit. Bye.
What was your suggestion there?
No, I was asking if mixtape talk has already been.
Well, no, but let's just do it then. It hasn't. We should do that and wrap up with American Cursive.
There we go.
You know?
There we go.
I bet.
CO.
So what do we got so far? I didn't look. I looked in the drive yesterday, and there was still only the three tracks. Has anybody seen the drive lately? Do we know if we got any more loaded up?
Stuff?
Yeah, for the stems.
Nah, there's nothing extra. I didn't even drop mine in yet, though. That's the thing. So I'm gonna drop mine before the deadline, which is tomorrow. But I'll do it tonight. But there's nothing extra in there right now, still. So we need.
And then
those.
also,
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I put together a little mix of the reference tracks that we had, right, just in case say something went wrong. So if we have tracks that we want to put on there, but we didn't get the stems for, I think a lot of the references are strong enough. You know, we just have to get like a level mix on them, and then we can still use those. What do you guys think about that?
Don't overthink it.
Using my own word against me.
It felt like a good opportunity to use it. Shit.
It was perfect.
But nah,
you right.
But honestly,
You
I mean,
right.
that's how I listen to music myself that way, and I think this mixtape is for those people, man. It's for the people who really care about the music itself and are passionate about the music and the artist and the process, and they get attached to that. Like I remember hearing the first version of the Wu-Tang album when it was a demo, and certain songs on there sounded better than they did when they were mixed down and it was finished. I think that's what this is, man.
Yeah.
I have that feeling with a lot of them right now. I feel like a lot of them will be better just as references and raw. So
yeah,
for real. So just level them out, have the reference and do your best, kind of whatever, put whatever on that.
I think as a first pass, and then let's see how it sounds. That'll allow us to have a copy to use. That's what I do anyways. I take my roughs and use those to arrange them into an album before I worry about mixing anyway. So even if we did decide that we want to have a mix, at least we can have all of the roughs and we can start working on the arrangement and the sequencing. And we can come up with ideas on how to tie them together. Or, if T-Bear is going to do it, I guess we don't need to give him too many ideas, but maybe maybe he'd like some ideas.
Yeah, just to tie it together. See, that's a good. I like that actually, because then we're not overthinking it, and it shows this is part of the mixtape story again. You know what I mean? It's the access.
Yep.
It's all right, let's just take what you have and make music. It's like olden days. We have all this technology. That's
what mixtapes were back then. Mixtapes weren't finished, polished, perfectly mixed songs anyway, man.
That's it. Let's go. I'm actually down for that. That makes things less stressful.
Yep.
And
it makes it fun again. Like Al said, it's supposed to be about fun. It's not supposed to be about trying to have some polished project to put on people and be like, hey, here's my demo.
Nah, this is our fun. This is fun. We did it. We made a project. The spirit's all in here. We put it out.
Yeah.
So exactly, we make this. We blend it together. That T-Bear do his thing. Stitch it all up. I'm feeling you right now. Because it'll even match the Rap Heads anthem. Because it's remember we told people you could send us something that you recorded in the studio, or you can just record the audio on your phone.
Yep.
Use what you have access to, and boom, it's okay.
Yep.
So when's the deadline for Rap Heads?
The deadline for the stems is tomorrow night. But
tomorrow night, okay.
You already got all your stems. I mean, yours is already mixed. All your songs are mixed, right?
Who, man? No, I mean for the one.
Monster.
We're thinking tomorrow too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got to do one for the Posse joint. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to see if I can write something too. I'm gonna try tonight.
But I'm thinking we should extend it if we need to, Because like, let's get what we need in.
Yeah, we will
and
if we need to.
We could extend it a week or something.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't had a whole lot of. We're still working on building up the communication channels within the community, effective communication channels. So
Yeah.
I think we put a lot of work in on that this week, and I think it's commendable what we've done this week. And maybe we give it time for these communication channels to start really raising up and getting through to people. And we should probably do reach outs one-on-one to anybody that we haven't heard from with stems, just to kind of check in on them. One. But also, you know, to see if they need some help getting some stems over, or if we don't need stems.
All right.
Yeah, I kind of like the not needing stems thing for some reason.
I'm cool with it, man.
Well, I mean, to me, anybody that wants to send them, send them. But if you don't, then word. I mean, we're going to use whatever you put up as a reference, or you know, whatever you submitted. I feel like I would be down to use if you submitted it.
Yeah. We release this right. It's gonna have a nice. It's gonna be part of the aesthetic, and it's gonna be part of the story. And people are gonna be listening for the story and the music, and not just listening to a bunch of songs like they usually do. Like most people don't care about just listening to songs nowadays. They get attracted to the whole package. So I'm excited about the story.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's seen the track list from X, the one he dropped today, but like his EP, he has instrumentals. I thought that was interesting. I thought that was cool too.
A word? Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, he got like a couple instrumentals on there, and I mean, 10 is good. I don't know if we want 10. I don't know if y'all wanted to max it out, but we're adding some tracks on there. Fatten it up or beef it up.
Yeah, like I was
not
gonna say,
just throwing it out there.
I was just gonna say, like I put the tracks together in Ableton and got a level mix, and I listened to them like together several times. It's already tight, you know. Like I don't think that there needs to be anything added to make it sicker. I don't even think it's necessary for the stems to be brought through, or you know, but for certain things like GB Ali's verse needing to be added to the song you and Mizzo are on, I think that's something we do need the stems for, so we can put the song together. But even at that, say we don't really need them. I wouldn't even mind putting them, you know, putting the song your version at number 2 on the track list, and then GB Ali's version at number 6, and it go along with the whole story, you know. Anyway, all of this is to say that I don't think anything extra needs to be done. Let's do what we can for sure, but you know, as far as bringing songs from many other projects to make the project better, it's not possible because the project is what it is, you know.
The don't overthink it mantra for real. Yo, can you send us that version, bro?
Which one?
Put it in the for Al, like that version you made.
Yeah. I just never bounced it out. I did that shit like last week, like before any stems got sent.
Oh,
just
crazy.
for preparation of if, you know, life, and this is the holiday season.
Yeah.
So
Al does not
but yeah,
bullshit.
I can bounce it out and send it by tomorrow for sure. That was actually the goal.
Wow, amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, thank you.
And I still want to link up with Q, you know, and you know, do something there. Even if we're sitting together, and I'll talk to him too. I know Dragon, appreciate you for putting us in the chat together and linking us up.
No doubt.
I'll be down to even, you know, sit there. We can do it together.
Yeah, and I mean, if it's about you, just y'all teaming up on something in the future, that's cool too. It doesn't have to be this. If we decide that, or if this sounds like, you know, like everybody wants it to sound.
Yeah. Well, the next one's gonna be it's gonna be it's overthink it. So the next one, you know what I mean? But like, I feel like we're gonna be dropping at least 4 mixtapes a year. Like, why wouldn't we? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And if we keep them this easy,
one had enough for 4 mixtapes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or if we keep them this easy, man, I mean, that's beautiful.
Transfer some over, even make the second one.
Yep. And we could spin up another. I mean, if we see how much time it took for this,
and then get out of here.
It's a win for me, bro.
All right, let's do this. All right. That's the ad. Dialpad plus Google. Dialpad.com is not our official sponsor. Follow-up call. Book your meetings. Work beautifully. Dialpad. Start a free trial now. It's not even a sponsor. That's how you move.
We got a better sponsor.
By Menon.
Yo, they know I did that, yo. They're just hitting me with a second ad in a row.
That's
Yo,
love, man.
they felt it.
That's love.
So,
That's sweat.
so
That's great.
oh,
That's
yo,
sweat.
gotta talk about
Exactly,
it
bro.
though. Like can I log into the TikTok maybe? Just I'll message you later to see if I can log into the TikTok.
Yeah, you should. It's the same stuff.
Okay.
Hey, did you ever talk to Dragons 2 about what you wanted to talk to about earlier today?
X did.
Okay.
Yeah, I say go outcast. On the gas. Foot on the gas.
Oh man.
Sargably, baby.
All right, yo, let's go. American Cursive.
Good night, people. After this.
Yes. Thank you for joining us in another week of Rap Pad Twitter Spaces. It's been a great time. We had special guests, but more than that, we had you. You're the most special. Are you listening? Well, you take it all in, soak it all in. Have a bath in the syrup of love. Everything will be great. You can do it. That's what they say in America. Your life ain't ruined like the homes in your area. Code for paradise. These bungalows are miniature. Social security number and signature. Changing the symbol for integer. Claiming like Columbus, Christopher, St. Franklin. Made company with pictures. January 6th. I didn't see no triggers being pulled. Thought I was gonna say niggas. Proud boys that damaged their rivers. Rocking the hood, minus the quivers. Real intimacy is hard to find. Things I find meaningful are hard to rhyme. Approval, encouragement, acknowledgement. Removal of government is obvious to me. Question: how can you divide what was never united and fire to be convention by then inciting a riot or dinner party? It was 99 is invited, but lacking history knowledge just shows that we'll never try it. Backbone, or maybe it's just simplicity. Maybe we need a catalyst for reducing the legacy of Brown Hawk. With the fight, patient and angry, I made it through 45 by the dollar culture that shaped flickers of dollars. I stay open to the command of me. I'm not fighting no battles. I'm only practicing battles. Whips, chains, and money. The checkmate player really made it. The basis replacing time for the next generation. Avatar is in the making, detached or not. I'm a ghost in the machine of slavery. Wake up. And witness the face of the pharaoh. It's easy to claim America the freedom at the end of it.
We make a warm welcome.
Canada.
It's turn. We
Michael,
make a different kind of
stop now.
because together we make.
Are you trying to make pumpkin spice for the Halloween? Halloween? Yo, what's wrong with these people? Yo, why is there a Halloween ad up right now? These guys are evil. I'll tell you that much.
Man,
Yeah, seriously, man. It's just getting sticky, in it?
in it. In it. Oh, that's beautiful, man.
All right, yo.
Fellas, it's been real, man. Thank you all,
Yeah.
man, for another beautiful week, man. It's been a great week on a lot of angles and a lot of different ways, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Oh, yo. I know we said we're gonna bounce right away, but I'm gonna put it in the air. It's in the Rap Heads, the Rap Mixtape channel too. So tap in. But on the 15th, if everyone can drop us a 10-minute set. I brought that up earlier, right? Did I? I don't know if D was here, but it's a 10-minute set. And it's for that festival in Decentraland. That thing's throwing what's his name? My brother Grizz from Parcel Party. So it's like and on our Guerrilla Music stage, because of Hip Hop Crypto Club, because we're putting Rap Mints on there, so because of Hip Hop Crypto Club, they're bringing us a one song performance, recorded performance from Tash from the Alcoholics and shit. It's gonna be kind of sick.
That's dope. That's real dope.
Yeah,
Man.
so
I like that.
So we just gotta drop 10-minute sets. Like any one of us want to do a 10-minute set, let's get it pre-recorded. I know we talked about it earlier. Now I'm recalling.
Yeah, and you keep doing these reminders, man, so they're helpful. They are, man. I know you probably get sick of doing them, but I think it's a good idea to keep doing them, man. They are helpful.
Well, I just keep talking, and then repeat myself. All right, we're out until another week. See you next Friday, 4 p.m. It's going to be amazing. I'm about to press N and press leave. That's right. Hey-ha! RapToken.xyz.
That dude's wild, man. Well, thank y'all for going, man. So I just wanted to let y'all run. I know the audio quality sucked, but I'm testing things out.